Howdy all. Welcome to part 7 of my playthrough series of Conan Exiles Enhanced. And in this video, I need to get up to level 30. Basically, there's not much anything I can do as far as journeys that are, well, even remotely interesting until I get to level 30. And right now, you can see I'm barely ticked over level 28. So I got almost 2 full levels to go. I'm also still much more comfortable with riding around on a horse than I am on a rhino. I mean, I do have my rhino, and if you watched the last episode, there, I was like, where did I put my rhino? If you watched my last episode, I rode it out to finish off the sorcery, or to, advance the sorcery journey. Rode it all the way out to the Hidden Sorcerer's Cave. It's fun because it can fight, but it's just so slow and cumbersome as compared to a horse. So what I am going to do in this particular episode is I'm going to get myself a horse. To do that, I need to make a stable. So I think I need to learn the stable master. Yeah, right there. Under Thrall Taker. Alright, so there's my stable master. That now said I can do the journey Outrider, which I don't want to fully do because it's silly. So I need to make... you know what? I'm going to go ahead and move over to the Outrider journey anyway, just so it'll show that I've advanced stuff along. I need to make a stable. You know what? I think I might want to put it right on that flat platform there. It might be too far away from any of the storage stuff that I have for all of my crafting material, but let's find out. Okay. Companions. Boy, I can make a ton of stables, and it's not too far away. Good. What is that? Oh, it's my small animal pen. And I can build it right up here. Can I? How far down can I drop it into the ground? Wow. Quite a bit. All right. Well, I thought I dropped that quite a bit into the ground, but apparently not nearly as much as I thought. Because the land slopes up quite a bit. All right. All right, now I need to go capture a foal. For me, the nearest place to get that, see, I'm right here, is along this ridge just to the east of the Mounds of the Dead. And that's a quick ride right up here through the savannah part, past the Crown Grove, through the savannah, and right around here. The other places where you can get a foal are right out here. And I could go there. I'd have to ride all the way through here and up through this gap. Or come up here and ride all the way along here. Since I'd be riding right past where there are foals right up here, that'd be pretty silly. And the other spot is out along this island here. Basically from this point all the way along this coast, there are foals. But I'm going to do the close one, because that's the smart one. And to do that, I'm going to take Mandagai with me, and I'm going to ride my rhino up there. But you don't need to see that ride. Basically, I am going to stop and a couple of points along here, and there's a bunch of kudos to kill so I can get hide and flesh. I'll go by some of the locusts here and kill those, but there's nothing of any real interest along here. You've already seen the Crown Grove. Just know that what you want to do is stay basically all the way along the western edge here. You'll have the pylons and the green wall of death probably 200 yards or so to your left. And that's all you need to know. If you get too far over this way, eventually you're going to run into a three skull landscape boss, just like the Locust Queen is right over there. And you want to avoid that. Or I certainly want to avoid that. So let me get... Oh, I moved them. That's right. Mandagai following me. I moved them so I could place the fluid press and the dryer. I'm going to need a lot of dry wood once I hit 30, and I can learn how to make dry wood. Or make insulated wood from dry wood. I'm going to need that. For Mandagai, let me consume a hearty feast so I can get the follower damage, and give Mandagai the salted exquisite meat to give Mandagai her agility bonus. And apparently Mandagai needs more food. You know what? I might not go for hide. I might go just for meat off of the kudos, because I clearly need more savory flesh. And as I think I mentioned, as of yet, I don't know how to make any potions that will give either of us any buffs. So I think that happens at 30 when you learn the improved alchemists. So I'm going to get up on Rhino, which I haven't named yet. So still looking for name suggestions if you want to put something in the comments. And then I will ride up there. I will come back when I am right here at the edge of the Northern Highlands. So I can show you basically how to make this little particular run along here. And see you in a bit. And welcome back. As you can see here, we are pretty much right at the end of the savannah. You're starting to see all of the mist up here in the Northern Highlands. There's the volcano up there. I'll show you on the map. So we are right here at the very edge. So now what we need to do is... and while I'm riding down here, and what you want to do is you want to keep the cliffs of the end of the desert before you get to the Northern Highlands pretty much all right to your right. So while I'm riding down here, I discovered apparently you don't take much damage at all when you're being attacked by something on the rhino, or at least any of the smaller things. Like, I killed a bunch of kudos and a jaguar on my way up here, and even facing something head-to-head, like a kudo where it does its headbutt attack, the rhino apparently absorbed it all. I got no damage at all. So you see there are cliffs here, which is why you want to hug this wall. Now, when we get the fall, we're going to come back down here, which is where the pool is. You see it's right there. That is just to the south of the Mounds of the Dead. But first we want to get up to that ridge. So we can get us a foal. I gotta say, if you do absorb a ton of damage, or if the rhino does absorb a ton of damage, that's not bad. That might make it worth using the rhino more often than the horse. There it is, right there. Now, it's also quite possible, I think I'm going to go with this one, that we might wind up with attracting the attention of some wolves. Doesn't seem to be the case. All right. We're going to put the foal on you. Oh, I didn't realize you still had all this stuff on you. Gonna get rid of the kudo heads. Don't want those. Don't want the chitin from the locusts that I killed. I'll keep the feral flesh, because you never know. Alright. Back on the rhino. And my rhino leveled up. Alright, so we'll head back down this way. Galloping rhino. You want to avoid getting too far into that corner. There's a camp of Nordheimers and... Ah, there we go. Now, this will be interesting. Come on and attack. Let's see whether or not... Oh. I guess I gotta get closer. Oh. Rhino's horn does some pretty good damage. And again, I'm not taking any damage from that white. That's a pretty good reason to think about wanting to keep it. Yeah, I'll definitely take some glowing goop and some bone. And if I use my sickle... Now that's a new thing since Unreal Engine 5. The ghost bodies or the white bodies just sort of moving all over the landscape or kind of under the landscape. Oh, I guess it's kind of back there. Can I get it? Yeah, I got some witchfire powder, which is what I was looking for. All right. That makes harvesting those things just a little bit of a challenge. All right, I'm going to back up on the rhino, head back down here. We might run into one more white. Oh, now I've discovered the Mounds of the Dead. I guess we're not going to attract the attention of another white just yet. And we won't now that we're out here in the shallow pond. All right. Speaking of the sickle, since we're up here, we're going to get crimson lotus flowers. They are all over this ruin here. Now that sound, once you get up here, it sounds like you're being attacked. You're not. Nothing here is coming after you. That's got to be an error that they've never fixed. We will talk to that gentleman there. Gentleman being a loose description. We'll go over to this island. This little island here has a bunch of mushrooms. If you want those, if you're into making poison or cooking with mushrooms. And it has this book. Now I know how to spit. Yay. Okay, let's keep going back around. It looks like you're kind of stuck there, Rhino. Keep going back around here. We want to harvest all the crimson lotus we can. Oh, my throat feels dry. It's a good thing I'm standing in a shallow pond. Now, as you can see right ahead of me, well, you could if I wasn't looking through the body of my rhino. That is the obelisk that you can attune to for the Mounds of the Dead when you get to the level where you're actually making a map room. I won't even think about that for many, many, many levels. I could go attune to it right now, but it gains me a little bit of corruption, and I don't want to have to deal with that. All right. Braga.
What brings you to this God's cursed corner of the world, Exile?
So he's going to talk to me anyway.
The pride of Cimmeria. A clan of soft-minded fools who think they've died and gone to Crom's realm. Never mind that we walked through a desert to get here. Never mind that we can still take pleasure and pain in equal measure. Oh no, we must be in the afterlife, because it's foggy.
I always love that. Braga's definitely got an attitude. Oh, I missed one. And yeah, oh yeah, so I'm level 29. I think. I didn't go up another level, did I? 29. Alright, I just ticked over 29. I really need to kill more things. Let's try... taking out some whites. If I can do it a little bit more efficiently if I'm not just up on my rhino. There's a white. Come get me. Or come get Mondagai. Where are you? There you are. Oh, there's two of them. Yeah, see, the whites, when they attack you, they give you corruption. Or when they hit you. And being an undead type thing, anything that does Sunder to lower their armor class is going to take that advanced armor repair kit, but I got a ton of them from going around Sepra Maru, so I don't really need one. That ain't the right tool. Oh, there he goes. I was going to say, oh, that guy didn't run away. Yeah, he did. Okay. I don't really need the brimstone. Oh, God, that's annoying. Alright. So, that guy reappeared. Okay. Sort of. Wow, that's annoying. Alright. To heck with that. Let's go back to fighting stuff. That was stupid. Let's see. Oh, there's one over there. Let's get a few things asunder on him here so that Mandagai's sword will work. There we go. Alright. We're going to get tons of glowing goop and bones off this guy. And maybe 1 or 2 pieces of witch powder before he slides away. Alright. Let's see if I can find another one right out here. I don't want to go... I guess I can go close to this mound. Nothing comes out of it. You have to go in the mounds. Oh, there we go. There's one. Not very accurate with that sword, but... That's Sunder, Sunder, Sunder. And whack him. Oh, okay. Got some fur. Yeah, no bone meal. Not interested, thank you very much. And can I get at least 1 piece of witchfire powder before he goes? No, I got some gossamer. I'm not going to wait for him to reappear. That's just annoying. Alright, there's one up there. Oh. I gotta say, one of the things I do miss about the mod Hasav's UI is being able to see the damage that I'm doing. That was annoying. All right. More? Any more? Oh, there we go. Oh, two of them. All right, I'll take this one. Oh, just in time. Just out of stamina. And yes, we got more fur. And hello. I hear ya. That's it. You go ahead and try to take out the rhino. See how well that works for you. Okay, and let's see if I can harvest at least a little bit off of these guys before they slide out of existence. Oh, one of them came back up for at least a little bit, and I'll just whack this one again for just a little bit until he disappears again. God, that's annoying. All right. Oh, one more should do it. All right, let's find us another one of those blue, glowy, annoying people. Oh, we could try to take out... That is not necessarily a Sumerian berserker. I would get killed in one shot if it is, though. That used to be a guaranteed spawn of a Sumerian... Ooh, berserker. Look at all this Crimson Lotus. I probably have run across this in different playthroughs before, but boy, I don't remember it being here. And there we go. I'm at level 30. All right. I am going to ride back to the base and... So there we go. Ride back to the base. Get my horse raised up. And I need to rear a horse in the stable for my next journey. And then learn a whole bunch of the next piece or sets of crafting stations. Which is what you can learn at level 30. All right, so I will cut here, and I will see you when I'm back at my place. See you in a bit. And welcome back. You can see I'm back here at my base, right here at the stables. On my way down, I killed the rest of the kudos that had respawned, and I realized that I misspoke on the way up. The feline, the big cat that I killed, was a tiger. So it's not a jaguar like you'd find out in the jungle. There's a tiger right as soon as you come out of the edge of the Crown Grove, so right around there. But let me go ahead and get the foal. I'm going to wind up over encumbered probably anyway, but let me drop the kudo heads and the chitin. No. Yeah, I'm going to wind up over encumbered anyway. Let's go ahead and get the foal off of there. Nope. Wow. Pretty close. Put the foal in the stable, and you see it's not doing anything yet. But it did give me rear a horse in the stable, even though I haven't reared it. I need to craft a saddle. Let's see if I've got enough stuff to make the saddle. Oh, I do. All right, let's get that crafting. While I go get the food that I'm going to be using to convert or to raise the foal into a horse. Now, this can be almost any sort of plant-based food, but they do like vines. And these banana plant-looking things are where you can harvest vines. You can also harvest vines off of the taller seaweed-like plants in a deeper water source, like, say, the... I don't want to get too close to the locusts there. Like, say, along the deeper parts of Noob River and so on. Let's see. Do I have any other vines up here? And the reason I'm going after a whole bunch of them is that I want to have... I mean, just one of them will start the horse, will raise the horse, the foal into a horse. But I want to have enough so that I can use them as fodder for the horse, as feed for the horse. I think there's some more further down that way, but that should be good. Oh, all right. Well, I missed seeing that one right here. I'm pretty sure it didn't respawn. All right, look at that. That's 100. All right, if I go ahead and put that in the inventory, you can see it's starting to craft the horse. Now, I should know how to make the material that would turn the horse into either a black horse or a white horse. And to do that, I need regular gruel. And yellow lotus, which I don't know that I have any on me. So what I need to make is tainted fodder. And that means I don't have any yellow lotus on me. Yellow lotus. Absolutely everywhere on Noob River. Is there any out here? By all of these shalebacks. I know there's plenty of aloe. But let's find out if we've got any yellow... Yes, there we are. Yellow lotus. Yeah, we're going to have to kill that guy. Alright, and I think I got a lot of savory flesh, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of hide off this guy. Yellow lotus. I don't need much, and that'll do it. I basically need one. Oh, I'm a little on the hangry side, apparently. And there we go. One of the nice things about the feasts, particularly that cooked pork feast, is it also gives you something to drink, so it fills up your water meter as well. Okay, let's get back to the alchemist bench. I don't need to put it in the bench, but I don't want to carry it on me. Oh, I will put that in the bench. And that. And that. And that. And that. So, now let's go ahead and make the tainted fodder. And got it. So, horse is not horsed yet. But I bet... Oh, rat. What are you doing wandering around out here? Saddle is ready. Alright. We'll do one more thing, which is... let's get these guys going. I'll actually do one of the cooked exquisite meat because I can use that when my cooked pork feasts run out. But the others I'm going to put into... Uh-oh. Looks like we got a storm coming. I got to get my horse raised up before the storm. So put all of that in there for storage. Now my day is, like I said, twice as long as normal. So it's going to take a while for that storm to get to me. Even though I'm right at the very beginning edge of it. How long you got? Oh, horse is almost done. Horse has only got a couple of more minutes. What else can we do? Oh, we still have stuff on rhino. We have a burlap satchel, some hide. All right, let's go ahead and... That's one of the other nice things about here is that while the storm is building, there are breaks in the clouds, and it makes some beautiful lighting. All right, we'll get you in there. Let's see. We'll get you working on some hide stuff. We'll put some bone and fur, and I guess really that's it. Mondaguy doesn't have anything. No. I guess I can figure out what's in the burlap satchel. And it gave me an iron truncheon. Since I have Seth's, I don't really need that. Don't need the sorcerer's map or notes. Oh, here we go. All right. So I can retreat into my base real quickly. Look at the sandstorm. Pull way back here. And you can see everything's blowing around me. It's almost on me. I don't want to take any damage. But I love watching the lightning effects. All right. Let's get inside here where I'm completely sheltered and... almost completely sheltered. Let's find a spot where I'm completely sheltered. There we go. And I'm going to cut it here because it's dark and just nothing happens for a good solid 2 or 3 minutes. So I'll bring you back in a bit. And welcome back. One of the problems with having my day stretched out so long is that it takes extra long for, once the storm is past, all of the cloudiness to disappear. So I've been sitting here for not 2 or 3 minutes, but 5 or 6. But anyway. So I see that the horse is ready. And if you look up in here, I've got a pinto. And I kind of like the look of a pinto. Do I want to change it to all white or all black? Yeah, I'm going to, just because I made the tainted fodder, and so I want to show you how that works. All right, so take the horse out and into my inventory. And you got to do this while it's in your inventory. I can craft either an all white or an all black horse. Because I've got tainted fodder and I've got one of the various types of horses. And each one of these is for the different colorations. Um, so there's like a chestnut roan, and I'm not sure if I'm pointing at the right ones, but there's a gray. I think there's an Appaloosa. Anyway, um, I think I'm gonna go with Shadowfax here. Go with all white. And now you see the icon up here is now it says white horse instead of just horse. So if I put that on the hotbar like I would any other follower, and boom, I now have a horse. Now I need to saddle my horse. And again, right now I can click E and it goes right into the inventory, and now the horse has a saddle. And if I just try to click E, there we go. I've just ridden my horse, even though I haven't really. It says attack an enemy while on horse. I'm not sure where the closest enemy is. Probably one of the shalebacks over here, which means I'll probably have to fight a bunch of shalebacks, but that's fine. It's not like that's a challenge. The challenge here is because of all the trees is lining up a spot to gallop. To tackle or attack, you basically need to gallop and trample them. You run right over them. So I need to find... There you are. You look bigger than normal. Are you a corrupted? That'll be interesting. I think you are. Alright, this is going to be fun. Alright. I want to get into gallop mode. It didn't even register. I guess because I didn't do any damage. Well, you know what? I can't actually fight from horseback, though. Oh. Well. Oh, I can attack while on horseback. Okay. Do actual regular attack. That doesn't mean I have to run them over. Well, that's good to know, folks. I didn't know that. Alright. Well, let's see. Since you are corrupted, I'll try to harvest more goodies off of you than just hide or meat. Oh. I had an empty slot there. It automatically filled in the savory flesh, and instead of bringing up my skinning knife when I hit 5, I ate a piece of savory flesh, and now I have food poisoning because I ate some raw meat. Look, folks, it was really just tartare. But I guess the game doesn't understand tartare. Let's see, where do I want to go? I'm back this way. All right. Well, I'm going to be poisoned for a while. It takes quite a while, like more than a minute, I think. It takes like 2 minutes for the food poisoning to wear off. All right, we'll put horse right here. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. That was absolutely the wrong thing. Let's see, where was I going to put horse? I'm going to put horse right here next to rhino. All right. So now if I wanted to complete the Outrider journey, I need to unlock the Jouster knowledge. I need to make a lance and then attack something with the lance. And no. Lances are stupid. Lance combat is terrible. I just don't care. Now, I only did the Outrider journey to show you that there are steps to it. I'm not going to finish that out. It's annoying. But I have my horse. Now I have a choice if I can ride either the horse or the rhino. They both have the same number of carrying slots. So the only difference is you can attack with the rhino's horn where you can't. If you use the same spacebar on a horse, it jumps over things. But the horse is faster. So it's really a choice of what I want to do and where I want to go. So having done that and achieved... oh, you know what? Before I go, I am going to learn a whole bunch of... I'm level 30. I can complete the Steelsmith. Let's do that. Because I need to learn the steel tools before I can learn any of these new improved crafting stations. Double click. There we go. All right. So I'm going to learn some of the crafting stations first before I finish out steel tools. I want to get to armor to make sure I don't forget it, because I always forget it. Master Armor Smith. Well, let's go back here. Not here. Here. Carpenter or Tanner. Oh, actually, Potion Maker. Because now I can learn all of these new potions. So just in case, yes. And now I'm down to 12 points. It'll take me 12 to learn Tanner. I mean, 14 points. It'll take me 12 to learn Tanner or 6 to learn Carpenter. I like having Master Carpenter, but I don't need it to actually make... what I do need, though, is Master Mason, which is 7. So I couldn't learn... I could learn Master Carpenter and Master Mason and then learn Master Tanner afterward. Yeah, I'm going to do that because I need to know how to make insulated wood more than I need the Master Tanner. All right. So that will do it. That's going to call it a video here. Off camera, I will probably upgrade all of my stations. So when you come back next time, assuming you come back next time, you'll see that I've upgraded most of my stations with the exception of the Tanner station, which we just discovered. I will hopefully be able to create some of the potions to be able to enhance Mandagai. And if not, what I will do is I'll go over to Clail's Stronghold and we'll kill, right back on the other side of that thing, and we'll kill a bunch of skeletons because they will potentially will drop some of the higher end blossom stuff that I will need for some of those potions, in addition to the Crimson Lotus stuff that I've got. So with that said, thank you all for joining me on this particular playthrough. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you've got any questions or comments about what I did here, please leave them in the comment section below, and that applies to any video that we do here on Nerd Caliber. If you've got any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. If you are not a subscriber and you like what we do, please do consider subscribing. It definitely helps out. And maybe click the notification bell icon so you get notified when these videos go up, or any videos here at Nerd Caliber. So, in the meantime, do please stay safe, be well, and bye-bye.